Buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenos noches, mi amigos, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK, I will be your caster and cameraman for today, and today we're going to have Copa Peru loser bracket match between Yatagarasu, I can't say it right, Yatagarasu against Penguins of Madagascar on Passifice. Second match today that was on Passifice. One was a winner bracket, this one's a loser bracket. So if you're rooting for one of these teams, they're gonna go home today. Whoever loses, the question, who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be the Penguins of Madagascar or Yatagarasu? Eventually I'll get that name quicker and quicker. But that is a tongue twister. I'm not quite sure what that other one is. But I don't really eat fast food. I pretty much cook almost everything. I'm big into cooking, so... Actually, I cook so much, I actually thought about making a YouTube channel on the food I make because everybody likes it so much. But that's for another time. That was then and this is now, and the tournament match is live. Here we go. Opening attack, tri-cap with spit. Best hit you could ask for. Pound spit, charger lands. Jockey grabs the target. One slam. Alright, they do eventually get the cleanup, and that's going to be a double-digit damage coming out from the Penguins of Madagascar on to Yatagarasu. Almost 11%, a little bit shy, and they are on the go after suffering quite a bit of damage for that opening spawn. One survivor's kind of lingering in the back, waiting for Ellis to regroup. And they are in.
Let's try upstairs.
Hunter lands. Two boom. Smoker gets a scratch. And the boomer dies off towards the end. There is a two boom, so commons will be lingering in the front to try to impede their march forward. Coming up on about 40% map progression. Two attacks now in the books. Not much came from the second one, so it makes the average drop down to about 5% and change per hit. Close to 6% actually, but not quite. As they pass the car alarm, they have the charger, the jockey, the hunter, and spinner. Great sack. This is the second time they had these set of spawns for this chapter. Good sack order. Let's see what they can do. Hunter comes in. Charger misses. It's a rolling two cap with the jockey and the hunter. Charger gets the fist. Might have been God framed, and they'll take the infected damage up quite a bit, over 100. And now the survivors are down 20% of their bonus. 880 remains.
Hey, I'm reloading. Across the walkway.
All right, and they cross across the the crosswalk. Up the stairs is coming. Are they going to be able to get up here before spawns are ready? No, they will not, but they don't have a spitter. They're just going to try to do what they can. Pull in the back. Jockey and Hunter land on the same target. They had the same idea. And just a couple of dings of percentages there while they lose a teammate. With bots won't really do a great job. One common slap. And free damage onto the crash survivor. Ellis is not moving now. Survivor's pushing forward. Here they come. First tank of the game for the Penguins of Madagascar. Into the hands of Rico. By the way, his other teammates will be Kabu, Evil Rico, Kowalski. One of them is Skipper. I'm not quite sure which one is Skipper. It might be Evil Rico as Skipper. And oh my goodness, he got his car out of play. I don't know if I've ever seen the car get up there before. But he has no car now. There is nothing he could do about it. Bring it into play, so he is just going to crawl around the side. Making a way down the long alley. He just keeps punching to try to get the sound over onto him while the infected do something. They did get a one boom. Hunter's pouncing around. Tank looks like he has got to commit now. Okay, this is going to be Rico's tank. He's on the ground. Smoker tries to get a pull. The Smoker's now useless. He is around the corner. Charger gets a double charge. He gets up there, punches Nick once, Nick a second time. He switches targets, punches Coach once. There's a pull onto Rochelle, a punch onto Rowe. Coach is able to pop his pills and elude the tank, but the tank has so much health, 4,000 HP, and he's going to try to do it on his own. He gets a punch onto Coach, punches him over the bush, and Rico is going to die off here. Looks like they could have got so much more. Maybe a decommit would have been smart, but he was so healthy when so much damage went out. But fortunate enough for the survivor team, they're able to extinguish the tank's life, and they're going to be able to travel on and only take one more set of spawns before they walk into the safe room. Fortunately for the Penguins of Madagascar, it looked like it could have been much more. But it was still great damage nonetheless. Look as their bonus drops to only 30.6. And they try to sack that boomer quickly. I don't think they're going to get it. Hunter looks like he's not even ready to go. He's going to have to pre-spawn on the back. Jockey's making a move. They're trying to bait this out as long as they can to get Rico. Here they come. Hunter comes over, gets skeeted. Jockey finds a target. Charger is going to be able to rock it in. Maybe he'll get something here, but here he goes. Going to come on to Nick probably. Oh, and he gets a punch and a charge. So 17 damage comes out, and a good ending there for the Penguins of Madagascar. And Yatagarasu will put up 288 points worth of bonus, yielding a total of 26.1% possibility of score. Alright guys, here we go. Chapter 1, second half. It is now going to be the Penguins of Madagascar's survivor chance, and vice versa for Yatagarasu. Everybody backs up. Charger finds a target, gets a double charge. The spit won't land. He gets the slam though. Almost a second. And the spitter dies off for some reason. Thought it would have been good to hold the spit there. And Yatagarasu returns the favor with 10% damage herself. Just 0.2 shy. More importantly so, the Penguins of Madagascar holding W much faster. And Kowalski is holding up the team as spawns are able to come into rotation. Alright. Boomer. 1. Smoker drops in. Hunter runs forward. And the Hunter gets cleared through the freaking wall. No way. Taboo. XD's in chat. And they were doing that to make sure they had Hunter, Charger, Jockey, Spitter, but now that the survivors killed off that Hunter through the wall, it is going to really put a deficit on the spawns coming up, making it a 2-2 now. Charger, Jockey has the 2 cappers. Look like they should go pretty quickly here. Charger rockets himself in there, not able to find anything. Jockey is unsuccessful as well. Boomer comes in. Nada. Clean take by the Penguins of Madagascar. 3 attacks have now been dealt with.
Back up here. Hey, I'm reloading.
We can cross over
We can
up
cross
here.
here.
We're able to pass the car alarm. Tri-cap up. And there's the spit to accompany it. Good set of spawns for this choke point coming. Hunter is going to pre-spawn around the top of the railing to see if he can pick somebody. Smoker goes for a pull. He gets a pull to the side. The Charger wasn't ready for it. A little miscommunication by the special infected. Hunter gets skeeted through the wall. Charger very late. But he does find a target. And good spit spread onto Rochelle. And Yatagarasu actually managed to return the favor with identical damage up until this point. They haven't lost exactly 20% as well. So this is pretty dead even up into the tank spawn so far. Not quite sure what's going to happen post-tank, but we'll see. Boomer gets popped, not able to find a target. They elect not to spawn the tank right away. Everybody's ammo situation seems pretty reasonable. And here is the first tank of the game for Yatagarasu into the hands of Drat and his other teammates, Snapnack, Dakota, and Aimer. Jockey jumping in, gets melted. Let's see if Nadrat has better chance to get this car in than the other team, who somehow got it on top of that building. Alright, he's got his car. Probably not in the best spot. Gonna have to go around to get it and put himself in harm's way. Oh, he's taking some chip now. Rock, maybe. I'd like to see a rock time with a boom here. See if they can get a boom with this rock at the same time. Oh, he gets one. They proxy it. The Drat choosing not to push in. Alright. Car's coming. Side of the gazebo. Still side of the gazebo. Still side of the gazebo. Still at the gazebo yet. 5 hits and we're still at the gazebo. And now they're going to run him back. They're going to try to AI Nadrat here. This would be big if they could pull it off. 5%. And Nadrat is AI and they lose some. Oh my goodness. This is going to be devastating to the infected. They don't even have any SI to help him. The charger goes. And he is just going to be cycled around until his death. Throws a rock at the ground. Kowalski. He's almost dead. Here comes the jock. And that is a dead tank.
Reload.
And the tank just focused too much on the hittable. And when they decided to run back, it didn't work for him. Unfortunately, 5 hits to the car, to the gazebo, led to him just getting AI'd out of the view of the survivor team.
Reload.
And it looks like the Penguins of Madagascar are going to take a huge lead after one chapter. Depending how the last hit goes.
Grabbing the driver.
Coda calls the go-go, but no one's really ready.
In the tents.
Oh, hell yeah.
And they yield to the safe room area. Bonds were not favorable over there.
Safe room back here.
4 infected stand between the survivors and the safe room. Let's see what they can do with it. The Go Vamos is here. Here comes the Charger. Hunter finds the target. The Charger landed too. It was beautifully done. But unfortunately, the spitter chose wrong. And I honestly would have liked to see the Smoker lead that off with the last hit. You don't have to worry about your death order. And that is a huge chapter score for the Penguins of Madagascar, putting up 13-12 to 788. Yatagarasu got to start digging out of a hole.
I can't believe we're walking this far just to keep the damn car. Nick, for the last time, I am not leaving it behind. Look, I'm leaving the car. I'm leaving it behind. Okay, Alice?
Alright, here we go. Chapter 2 along the way. Penguins of Madagascar, pretty commanding lead after 1, but it is only 1 chapter. 500 and change ahead. They do have to hold this for 4 more maps. See if they can do so. Opening attack out of the safe room. Map 2 is going to be a tri-cap with the boomer. There is no jockey included in the first set of spawns. Penguins of Madagascar. Charger rockets in. Hits the balcony. That is unfortunate, but the Hunter is ripping away. Boomer gets popped. Hunter gets M2'd off and lands again. Hunter gets quite a bit of damage on the from Dakota onto Kowalski. And here's a 180 flip for the tank. Now we're going to have a tank at 29% compared to the other one that was at 83%. So one of the earliest tanks compared to one of the latest on the last chapter. A little bit of a turn for the map. This is very beneficial for the infected team who starts down a couple hundred, as they now need to push into the Red Flight Bar Cafe. And the infected say R. Dakota's getting a little gun happy here, shooting the spawns a little prematurely, or the call premature. It's okay to hit, but try to hit on the terms that you want. 2 survivors inside. Both of their shotguns are inside now. Both of their Uzis are on the out. Here they go for him. They'll just get some damage onto one survivor. Unfortunately, the Charger not able to land. The SI kind of go in not quite synchronized. And this is going to allow Penguins of Madagascar to spawn this tank and run back without any special infected to block their path. We'll see if that comes to bite Yatagarasu in the butt later when they have to switch sides with their survivor. But for now, it's going to be the Penguins of Madagascar retreating back into the pool hall. We're going to stay here for a little bit.
Ammunition.
Rock comes out, doesn't get anything. Rock. Boomer gets nothing either, just trying to sack the Boomer and get a little bit of chip onto Aimer. They dig about 100 and change off him there, so he's almost taken 200 damage before his commit path is taken. And there he goes. He's going to take the scenic route, which only loses him about 700 HP. He's in the window now. Circle around. He gets a punch on Kowalski. 1700. Another punch onto Kowalski. 2 cap lands, but it's cleaned up. He's got his in cap onto Kowalski. Maybe a rock. Nope. And he is dead. Not quite. Wrong rock. Definitely should throw an R rock when you're inside the pool hall, but that will be a 1 in cap coming out. DB go down 5% with that as well. Actually, a little bit more because Kowalski. Wait a minute. Alright, I'm a little confused. Now, they had to find an extra set of pills, or something isn't right there, because their DB should only be down 5%. Instead, it's down 34%. So it actually turned out pretty well for Yatagarasu, because the damage bonus is also open, but the survivor's HP is pretty tight right now. Looks like they're going to go in here. Charger goes. They gets a double charge in the spit. Hunter gets blasted out of the sky, but that is a great double charge and over 10% damage hit coming out there. All on permanent bonus, too. No DB was affected from that. That actually makes the tank fight much, much greater, taking 40% plus of the bonus now instead of what it was at. Right now, spawns are not that great. They're probably going to go in. They want a spitter for the bottom or else a quad. Charger punch. Jockey's coming in. Doesn't get anything. Smoker. Ed. Boomer. Grabs 2 in the back successfully. Nice spawn behind the pole. And they'll even get some common slaps are going out onto Nick. More common slaps onto Nick. Even more. They find an additional set of pills for Kowalski, so that should be all of them.
Look out!
What the hell are you doing?
Together, people.
Where's JJ? What's up, good sir?
Reloading.
Under jockey charger spitter for the drop of the sewer. This is really good set of spawns for the infected. Let's see if they put one survivor underneath the debris down there to try to hold him in place. It might stack on him. And who are they going to yield to him? They're going to throw down the damage bonus. This is interesting. Jockey lands. Charger misses too. Spitter didn't even go. Spitter goes after everything else. Interesting choice by the special infected, and that's a clean take from the Penguins of Madagascar. It's a capybara, not a guinea pig. I'm only kidding. Smoker tried, not able to get a death pull on one of the survivors in the back. It looked like it was pretty tight. Jockey's gonna run in. Hunter's gonna go in with the jockey first. All right, this Boomer died first, which is a big mistake. Now the smoker needs to stay alive, or they're not gonna have the spawns that they want.
A ladder.
This shit'll help.
I opened it.
Penguins about to drop off the walkway. And now it's down through the sewer.
Keep moving.
Smoker in the back? Interesting. They're gonna have to eat pills. Rico might have to eat too if he wants to be fast.
Shoot me.
Jockey is up here. Charger's getting ready to spawn too shortly. Smoker is in ghost form. Here they go. Okay, and the Charger is dead. Spitter gets picked. And Yatagarasu just yield this choke point.
Let's not shoot each other.
And the Penguins of Madagascar look like they're pulling away with this pretty dominantly so far. And look at that, 584 bonus, 44.3%, putting up a 2-chapter score of 2496. It's total of 5 chapters. Campaigns 1. It is just the Passifice today.
It hurt.
Bingo maps, 5 chapters. Yatagarasu really needs to perform well with their survivor side here to break into this point delta. They're in danger of really being down a lot. Hunter's giving away his location. Chooses to get up above.
Punk ass Hunter around.
Hunter making noise. Survivors taking their time. Okay, they transition forward. Smoker lands. Charger will not. Nice 2-boom though. Hunter gets quite a bit of damage. Charger gets 1 fist, 2 fist. And he decommits and gonna despawn. And Kowalski is gonna stay alive, and they get a respectable amount of opening damage onto the survivor team.
Reloading.
They enter the pool hall, navigate through it relatively quickly. Charger finally gets a despawn. He might want to go back again. Thinking about it. And no, he's not. He's not able to get around there. Okay, now he does. And let's see if the Penguins are going to hit now, or are they going to be patient and wait for the tank to spawn and then hit on the way back.
Ammo here.
Let's go upstairs.
And they're only sending 2 in. This is very, very, very risky.
All right,
They cannot separate that much. This is very, very dangerous right now. This could be just the survivors dying right here. This takes a big set of balls to separate this big and try to spawn this tank. They have so much faith in these two survivors ahead in Dakota and Snapnack. And they do indeed spawn the tank. And they jump around and take fall damage. Charger misses. Tank is already in. He's missing punches. He finally gets his first. He finally gets an in cap. There's one survivor way ahead. He gets a punch onto Coach. Turn punches, gets the survivor inside. He punches him out forward. He gets a double punch. There goes an in cap. And Yatagarasu, really questionable call here on splitting so drastically. Boomer finds a target. He is cornering Nick. The Hunter has found a target, and this is going to be a wipe onto Yatagarasu. He hits the rock! And this Hunter is digging away into Kowalski. And here comes the Smoker to clean it up. Kowalski gets the kill. Smoker gets the pull. Corner onto Snapnack. And it already looks like Yatagarasu's tournament life is in big jeopardy. Very questionable call on the separation. I don't know, guys. That was big separation during that tank fight. They believed in the two people that were separated. But unfortunately, the results were not good. It led up to Yatagarasu perishing on Chapter 2. They do not make safe room. They only accumulated a couple hundred points, not even, I think, over 200. And it looks like the Penguins of Madagascar look pretty dominant so far in this loser bracket match. The call to go, Charger, melted. They do land a nice 2-cap in the back, though. But the consequence for the Charger's life was so. Smoker dies off at the end. Good not to have the Smoker included in the next hit, but we'll see what set of spawns they'll actually have. It will definitely be a Charger and a Spitter at least. We'll have to see what the rest will be. Charger, Jockey, Spitter, Boomer, 2-2. Decent 2-2. Vamonos. Jockey rockets in. Spawns come a little later. Boomer. Wow. Is that a skeeted Charger? Is that what we saw? Charger gets skeeted out of the sky? Coming up to the fire that's on the ground in the oil cans. They get by that cleanly. No Smoker to be ready to hit that. Now it's all going to be, when are we going to center quad? Because if we go now, he tries for a pull. Not going to get it. Just a delay. Dakota has the tank, so Dakota Smoker.
Reloading. So this whole door
He
situation?
tries to grab him. Not able to do so. Smoker gets some dings. A little bit of damage.
I'm reloading. Unbelievable. You guys are the biggest chicken shits.
Oh, they bait. Kowalski gets back over. Okay, they bait that one. Hunter now. Gated. And he's able to get through the door. Only loses a couple hundred HP. And Dakota is out. Down about 850. And now he should get his toy into play.
Weapons here.
Car's in a respectable spot. Rock is incoming. Eat it out of the sky. Not going to get anything. Another rock. Heated. Nothing.
Smoker!
Damage. Smoker is dead. Jockey. Nothing. Boomer died second. It was going to be a Hunter Charger and a Smoker for his commit path. It all depends if he's going to be able to hold on to the Rage long enough. Do another hit in first pass. I don't know if that's what they're intending. But no, it's second pass now, so he's going to have to commit. And here he goes. Tank is in. Hart not going to land. Got to go big for it, though. He's going to make it a play on it. 3,600 HP left. Punches the car over. Nothing from that. Alright, the car is not in a good spot. He gets a stumble there. There's his corner. More stumble. Oh, it doesn't clear him. Now it does. Rock misses. Hunter lands. He took pills. He's going for the car. And looks like this is all the tank's going to get. And it's just going to be a couple of percentages. About 20 and change as far as damage output. Shout out to Shell.
Weapons over here.
Nothing for the boom.
Watch your ass!
Smoker pull. Nothing.
Watch your ass!
Alright, this is going to allow the Penguins of Madagascar push forward here. There's just a Spitter and a Jockey. I'm not quite sure. Yatagarasu, special infected. The morale seems a little bit down at the moment. The attacks aren't quite coordinated. See what they'll get here. It'll be good spawns, though. Maybe this is just what they wanted. See when they spring this trap ready to go. Running out of chances for damage onto the Survivor team.
Reloading!
Hunter despawns. Survivor's pushing. Window in the sky. Maybe? Nope. Patience. Coming out from the infected. Let's see if this works out for them. The two Uzi players are now in the back. The Jockey is no longer included. Jockey will land. The Hunter goes in the back, so they don't take the same targets. And I think Yatagarasu's just needs to pull their infected together a little bit. They're close, but just not quite on point at the moment. Last week they did an amazing job to get to this point, but now it's slipping through their fingers as the last hit will be a 2-2. Charger and the Smoker. Boomer looks like he wants to come from the back. Charger and Spitter combo at the door. Pretty standard.
I think something's broken.
Now we're going to bait the safe room door. Boomer. Actually, that's a nice one boom proxy onto Kowalski. Commons clear. Couple of stragglers coming in, and now they should rush for the safe room. And the bait comes out. Kowalski gets pulled. Spitter doesn't get anything. And that is massive. The bonus just keep getting larger and larger for the Penguins of Madagascar. And this is going to be 3,700 some points after 3 chapters, almost 4K. Giving up a lot of not only a lot of distance, but a lot of bonus. These chapters are worth 500 distance for map 1, 600 distance for map 2, and 500 distance for map 3. That's a total accumulation, if you add them all together, I believe is 1,700? If I did my math correctly, or 1,600? And they have 3,712 bonus. A very impressive job of holding on to extra points. And we lose Aimer. Alright, we have the survivor returning to the team. He is back. Oh, it is now learning. Learning is coming in. Unless that was learning the whole time. No, it is not. Dakota saying, hey, learning. Learning, repping kick.com. And yes, learning is here for the rescue, but unfortunately for him, that Yatagarasu is such deficit at such a late period. The question is it going to be enough? They are going to need to win this round, and the other team put up about 65% of the score. So they're going to need to put up more than that, and that is very challenging on this chapter, but let's see if he can make it happen. As they ready up, opening attack will be a tri-cap with the boomer. Remember, Jockey was not included in the first hit.
Reloading.
There's a boomer around here.
Charger gets a fist. Hunter gets a rip or two. The smoker gets quite a bit of damage. And the damage comes from the boomer and the smoker, not much from the other special infected. It's kind of ironic.
Reloading. Reloading.
We'll see what he can do. But right now they're going to have to take a hit after the underpass. Attack is already up and ready. They're calling to go immediately. Jockey lands. Hunter lands. It's a rolling tri-cap that comes in. This is big damage comes out. Snapnack able to clear pretty quickly. But they already down to 80% of the bonus. Such a beautiful tri-cap coming in there from the Penguins of Madagascar. And that is about as textbook as it can come. Beautiful special infected attack. Everything landing in unison, causing stumbles. And not only that, they got their spawns back quickly before they're even able to drop into the shipyard. Or the first shipyard.
Reloading.
Hey, Lewis. I don't think it's a tank in there. It sounds like a puppy.
Yeah, they would need perfect, and it's already beyond that. And this finale is not a finale to make up points in. You only get 190 at the first tank. You get a little bit less than 400 at the second. Then you'll get about almost 5 and change for the third. And it's only 700 distance on the finale, not 800. So that means a lot as well. Over delay, they're doing a good job on protecting Evo Rico. I'm pretty sure Evo Rico is skipper. Smoker pull. Nice skeet on the Hunter, though. Rock comes out. Ooh, that was close. They were not paying attention.
take
And Evo Rico thinks it's toy time.
Ammo here.
Alright, the boomer found a spawn there. It's pretty crazy. But they kill their infected to make sure they have another boomer. I don't know if that is intentional from the special infected, but it looks like they want to try. Car's in between the chimneys. Just gotta dig it out a little bit. And there's Tanky. Bare feet and all. Rock timed with the boomer, well done, even though it wasn't intended to boom the person he threw the rock at. The boomer still does find a target. He's just going to delay a little bit. Hunter and Smoker are going to hold. This is probably going to be his commit. He has a great card to start off this commit path. It's going to be flying out to the survivors pretty cleanly. No rock. Car. Oh, that was close. And that survivor is so separated. Questionable. Poker pull. Jockey. Dakota might actually die from this. Rock lands. And Dakota is going to be punched out. No, he's not. The tank's just going to take more. He does get the kill. And they have a dead Dakota. And only 3 survivors left. Yeah, the tank works out. I think he skips leg day. So I'm pretty sure the tank doesn't like leg day. I mean, it's a preference. Who are we to judge, right? But I'm just saying.
Reloading.
Jockey is up. Boomer waddles in. He grabs this survivor that he wanted. Charger finds a target. Pre-spit was well done, and they'll get some more damage out. They try to get a stumble with the boomer. Nope. And they will quad stack.
Reloading. Reloading. Watch your ass. I'm not gonna make it. Reloading.
I don't know, but they're looking amazing right now. The Penguins, look at their both sides are playing lights out. Since chapter 1, they put up the big score. Here comes the quad attempt. Charger finds, but it's cleared. Hunter lands. Smoker lands. Jockey lands, but not all at the same time. And it's just going to be damage. Learning almost gets in cat. Probably going to eat the pills to be fast. Protect that 7% DB and that 7% health bonus. Only 73 points left. Not very much at all as they come around the last few turns of the map. Spawn's about to return. It was a quad try, so the 2 support infected are first. Boomer and Spitter. Charger is next. Hunter finds in there too. The question is, do they go with such a good boom? And it doesn't look like they're going to. Last set of spawns will be sprung at the safe room door. Never mind, they're going to go now. Hunter lands. Spit lands. And they charge him in the spit, and that is it for damage bonus. And cap goes out.
Get up, we gotta go.
That was the survivor's first in cap, so he's not black and white. Oh, spit. Troll in the pickup. Oh, the jockey lands. Oh, and he can't stick the pickup either. Oh, no. Now he's got to go up and finish and clear the survivor. He can't get out the window. Oh, he shot the window open for him. And he gets out. Oh, and he gets the pull. Oh, but he gets the clear right around the corner. Can he get the clear on him? Yes, he can. The Draught is barely alive, and they're about to lose Learning. Learning is now dead. Snapnat is in cap. Oh, the Hunter gets shut down by the last survivor standing, and Bill's just going to make a run for it. What an entertaining way to end the map.
There's a safe house.
Damn it, I need a hand here.
They'll make it with one. They don't wipe out every chapter 1 or 3, but they lose 3 on map 3. And now we go to the final chapter of this tournament match.
Zoe, I know you're mad at me.
I really don't want to hear it.
Zoe, listen. The 4 of us are all that matters now.
Bill, I'm not ready to give up on everything yet.
Burger tank. Chapter 4 of the Passifice about to come out here. The tank is going to be at 47% of the way through the map, so the survivor's going to do some running back, I believe. I don't think they'll make it to the boatyard area, which is probably where they would like to be. So this chapter is probably going to have the tank fight back a little further. We'll see what happens. Spawns are up. It's going to be a tri-cap with the boomer. No hunter. A lot of separation. The dream scenario is to boom one survivor and cap all the rest. See what happens.
Careful! I smell a smoke. Hey man, that's Hiker! Watch out!
No, Special Infected just gets a couple of M2s. Actually, just one from the Charger.
Reloading!
That is it. Nothing else connects.
Reloading! We got weapons over here! Look out!
Reloading!
Penguins are out in the open pretty quickly. Don't allow the Special Infected to be ready for the next hit.
Hunter out there.
Boomer pop. Smoker Tongue not going to grab anything.
Incoming!
And they're just going to spit delay, but Kowalski's going to go around. They'll just go through the back door. And it looks like they're going to be able to spawn the tank, I believe, before the Special Infected will get another chance to do anything. They might even be able to push out in the open at this rate.
That hurt!
Reloading!
It looks like they're indeed planning on it. Doesn't look like they want to go back. Oh, when the Charger spawn, the Charger not able to land. The Jockey does. The Hunter's late but gets a DP. The Charger has to climb over. Gets a fist. Gets another fist. Dies off. Good damage coming out there from Yatagarasu. And the Penguins of Madagascar should be able to get out in the open. Tank's going to decommit and bring some toys into play. And this is the final tank of the game for Yatagarasu into the hands of Snapnack. Oh! That would have hit Kowalski if he didn't move.
Hey, here's a boat. Watch out!
And he's making his way in. Oh, they're running away. Interesting choice here to run this back. I don't think they really have to.
Nice.
Weapons here!
Should be able to get in there. Snapnack. Okay, he still has 15%. And he has two dumpsters he can bring in. Just one now. Oh, nope. And he commits with nothing. And he decommits with nothing. The support goes in. Charger gets nothing. Snapnax decides to run away. Try to get the other car. And the survivors are on the push. They're being very aggressive. Napnak is just trying for a miracle. And nothing is going to come of it. And this is going to be Yatagarasu's exit from the tournament, it would seem, unfortunately for them. Well played by the Survivor team. Impressive, Penguins of Madagascar. Hunter comes down and lands the pounce. Spitter was a little late, so they won't get no pounce spit damage. Good sack order, though, and that will be spawns dealt with. And this, remember, the tank is dead, so the survivors are just so healthy right now. So healthy. This has potential for 5K. No, Dave. It's not left to learn. What's up, Dave, by the way? It's good to see you, my friend. Charger? Not able to find anything.
Reloading.
Good to see you, Dave. Hopefully life's been treating you well, my friend. As the Survivor team get to the high ground, they're going to be able to grab the set of pills. Push forward now. Boomer. Kowalski is grabbed. Spitter goes. And the Spitter is dead. They're going to try to get at them with the Smoker and Jockey. They're surrounding them. Smoker. Oh, what a skeet! Incredible job by the Penguins of Madagascar. Charger gets a double down the thing. They weren't able to clear it.
Reloading.
And look at this. They are about to cruise in with 3/4 of the bonus. So much points.
Reloading.
It looks like we're going to have a 5,300 chapter score rolling in here for the Survivor team. Smoker gets the pull. They get the clear pretty quick. Nice shutdown. 1,007 points remains. Charger? Nothing. Jockey is trying. Okay, they get some damage now. They're still going to walk in with 980 bonus. Look at this. 5,200. No, 5,300 points even for 4 chapters.
So this is really it. We're gonna run away to some island. So long, world. Good luck with all the zombies.
Damn it, Zoe. We trusted CETA. We trusted the military. And they left us to die. You think they'll ever let us back in? We're on our own, kid.
Yeah, that chapter was amazing. But alright, Yatagarasu finishing up their tournament life in Copa Peru 2025. They had a good run, but it's fallen for them.
Weapons over here.
Jockey rockets. And the Smoker and Jockey managed to find the same target. The Charger doesn't find anything, and that's going to be a pretty good shutdown by Yatagarasu as they're able to jump over the bricks and get out into the open area as quickly as possible, denying the special infected spawn on the silo before they come around. A couple seconds still on those spawn timers. There they go, transition in. Zoe hesitated, and it worked out for her. And they are in. Boomer grabs one, and actually the Boom Survivor is gone. Well, the non-Boom Survivors are still waiting to catch up.
Behind you!
Is that not working? That should work. Hunter finds a target. They got to go back and clear it. Kowalski has the final tank. Smoker. Charger. Charger can't get it. Jockey can't Ken. Oh, look at the damage coming out here.
Over the ship.
Not doing rosters? You gotta put an S, rosters. Put an S at the end of it, it'll work. And Yatagarasu is pushing this tank in an area you usually don't see. One car is way out of play.
There's a smoker around here.
Tank's going in. On to Zoe. Misses the punch. Smoker misses. Oh, there's a survivor pulled forward. The tank will take it. Rock. Oh, he gets out. And now he's just going to have to yeet him across. No, he doesn't. He stays up. Hunter lands. Rock comes out. And he is in-capped up above, and he'll be able to guard. Oh, he's going to try to grind him. No, he can't. Smoker gets a pull. Kowalski is able to decommit with a couple of HP.
Come on!
Goes a rock. Costs him a couple hundred HP, but the Drat does not get picked up. Just trying to wait for Kaboo. And it'll be a Boomer, probably the only thing they didn't want right now. Boomer lands. Tank misses. Tank gets a punch. Tank dies. Charger will land. Jockey will not. Boomer will die off, and they will get, it's like 2 in caps with this tank. Maybe not quite. But the damage is already done. Bonus is withering away.
Reloading. Reloading.
Through here.
I might need these pills.
Reloading.
Oh, Bill pushes up. He's all alone. Hunter gets skeeted. Jockey takes him. He's going to go for a ride. He's probably going to get in-capped. They tried to see if they could kill him, but they weren't able to. And they're actually just going to leave him. Snapnut is dead. 3 survivors push on without him. And that is Snapnut is now deceased. It is only going to be 3 survivors pushing on towards the end of this tournament match. Not much more to go.
This is not going well.
Even 2,000 doesn't seem a reality here. Charger gets the death charge. Death charge ending coming out from the Penguins of Madagascar. XDs from both sides. Car alarm goes off. Learning is perfectly healthy. Dakota is not. Here comes the Hunter. Trying to go for the Uzi player. They don't get it. And the GGs are out. Jockey not letting Rochelle in. Lewis has left the game. And that will be it. And that is going to be the Penguins of Madagascar getting the victory over Yatagarasu. 5,300 to 1849. GG, guys. GG.